Now let us move forward to the next section of C programming, that is arrays. In this lesson, we would be learning the need of an array, what is an array, facts about an array, and advantages and disadvantages of an array. Now let us start our discussion with why do we need an array. We can use normal variables when we have a small number of objects and small number of data. But when we want to store a large number of instances, it becomes really difficult to manage them with normal variables. Let us consider an example. We are taking a survey of 100 people and we need to store the ages of all the people required. So what we will do, we will create 100 such integer variables that will store age of people each variable. Don't you think it would be much hectic to remember the names of such 100 variables and to access them when needed? Here comes the concept of array. An array in C is a collection of items stored at contiguous memory locations. Array can be called as a collection of data that holds fixed number of values of same type. It is special to note that they are used to store similar type of elements, as in the data type must be same for all elements. Once the array is declared, the size and type of array cannot be changed. So if we declare an array that would store the values integer, then we cannot store floating values or character values at runtime. Even the size cannot be changed. As learned, it is used to store which is of similar type. An array can store primitive data types such as integers, characters, boolean values, and even derived data types. Here's the picture representation of an array. These are the values which are stored and given the required memory space. It is interesting to know that all the elements in the array acquire contiguous memory location. Here the length of array is 9. 9 different integers are stored. We can do this by creating 9 different variables and storing each value into one variable. But it is better to use array as it provides ease for accessing the elements. Facts about array. Elements are accessed by using indices, as we have seen in the previous picture. The index. Always remember, in array the index starts from 0. If we need to access the first element of the array, we need to access using the index 0. And obviously as it starts from 0, the indices goes till array size -1. The elements are stored at continuous memory location. And if we try to access elements beyond the limits, that is the length of the array is 9, and if I try to access the 10th element, then I get the error of index out of bound. Advantages of array. The elements of the array can be accessed randomly. The array algorithms uses less lines of code as it creates a single array of multiple elements. So rather than using multiple variables, by using array we just reduces the line of code. It provides a very easy gateway to access all the elements. Transversal through the array becomes easy using a single loop. Whereas when we use multiple variables, it becomes very hectic to traverse through all the data by using each variable. Sorting becomes easy as it can be accomplished by writing less line of code. Now there are some disadvantages of array. Array allows a fixed number of elements to be entered and which is decided at the time of declaration. And this property of making dynamic allocation is in linked list, which is a type of data structure. So array has got this limitation. Insertion and deletion is costly in array, since the elements are needed to be managed in accordance with the new memory location. Let's have a quick recap. An array is considered as a collection of data that holds fixed number of values of same type. The size and type of the array cannot be changed after it is declared. The indices of array starts from 0 and goes till array size -1. In the next coming lesson, we would be discussing about 1D array declaration, how to access array elements, and examples of 1D array.